Hey there, how's it going? This video is part of the gengen series, which is a MagicGen game, meaning that all of the spells in the game are randomly generated. In this video, I'm looking through fire spells. Let's start in Conjuration. Nothing at level 1, 2, or 3. Try that again. Nothing at level 0, 1, or 2. At level 3 we have Summon Amphibious Fire Ants. There's an interesting combo. 1 Fire Gem gets you 2, scales by 1 per level. And Phoenix Power for the caster at 3. Good stuff. Improved Phoenix Power, which is AoE 15. Wow, we're already off to a big start. Level 4. Good one. Cool. And then Summon Salamanders in Combat. 2, 50% cast time. That's a pretty nice one. We have a National Summon. I don't think we'll ever be able to do this though, because it requires fire and water. But we can send Apotropaic Scorpion Beasts for 10 Fire Gems. Summons 3 plus 1 per level. They attack everything and then poof away. Never gonna use it, but it's cool. And then a ritual that lets us summon... Nope, lets us send 4 Salamanders, plus 1 per level, that attack everything and poof away. There we go. Level 5 we have a ritual for F3 mages, 10 gems, Beacon of Courage. Summons a random adventurer. There's one of these spells in Astral as well. Gets you healers, potentially, so that's something. Pretty interesting spell to find in fire. Level 6 we have Advanced Phoenix Power. Cast time 25%, AoE 15, only requires F2. What was this one? Oh, same thing, but a long cast time. Cool. Improved Beacon of Courage, what's the difference here? Oh, easier to cast. Same thing though. And then level 6 for 70 gem gets you Portals of Fire. This is a randomly generated global, looks like. Makes fiery portals open. In each friendly land province, a 5% chance per point of dominion that 1d6 random creatures spawn. There is no chance that any come with a commander. You just get a bunch of salamanders, fire ants, and small fire ants throughout your domain. That's pretty cool. Then at level 8 we have Enchanted Small Fire Attack. We could use this one quite easily. This is a ritual. Oh, this is an assassination spell? Oh, that's really nice. Fire and Astral, 7 gems. Remote assassination with a size 2 fire elemental. That might be worth doing. The summoned creature is enchanted with magic, increasing its magical resistance and making its weapons magical. Nice. And what's this big one? Fire 4, Nature 3. That's feasible for us. Global, Commanders of Fire. So similar sort of thing, each friendly land province, 4% chance per point of dominion that you get a single commander out of Immortal Fire Ant, Acid Salamander, Zmei, Poisonous Summer Lion, Night Stalking Fire Drake, Poisonous Scorpion Beast, Concealing Magma Child, Exploding Magma Child, or Primal Magma Child. That's an interesting one. We could try and cast that. We might not ever have 73 fire gems though. Nothing at 9, so that takes us to Alteration. Let's see, we got Warp Armor, 30 range, AoE 1, armor damaging spell, 25 range, AoE 3 combustion, and AoE 5 resist cold. That's pretty nice to find at level 0, right? Level 1 we have Desiccated Warriors, AoE 2 bark skin. This is pretty useful early on, only requires F1 to cast. Improved resist fire and improved resist cold. Are they both the same? Yep. AoE 5 resist spells. Pretty nice. Level 2, Improved Combustion. AoE 9 with a range of 30 plus 5 per level. Plus some combustion. Level 3, we improve the Warped Armor. This is AoE 1 with a lingering effect. So it lingers for 4 turns. Is that still F1? It is. Pretty nice. And Improved Protection from Fire. Lingering 4 for the caster, so it'll give you protection from fire on everyone on your square at least. Level 4 we have Cold Warding for F2, AoE 1, 15 cold resist, and Masterful Fire Resist, which is AoE 14, Lingering 4. I think lingering resist buffs are only really good if you're summoning stuff, but even so. Level 5 then we have Incinerate, F2 mages can cast it. Armor negating magical fire damage, precision 100, range 30 plus 5. Nice spell. Fire Fend, which is the entire battlefield gets fire resistance. That's pretty nice. Doesn't affect enemies, of course. And Advanced Combustion. This requires F3 and 2 gems. It has a cast time of 87 and an AoE of 30. Combustion. Pretty nice, if you really like Combustion. Level 6 we have Advanced Fire Warding. AoE 1, Lingering 4, 15 fire res. Wounding Existence, level 5. This is a random global spell. Every turn, each province makes 5 checks for any commander, each with a 5% chance of occurring. Affected commanders gain a never healing wound. Okay, so if you just want to screw over every single commander on Earth, including your own, there's Wounding Existence for you. At level 7 we have Improved Incinerate. AoE 6 version of Incinerate, that's really nice. It only requires F3. And Masterful Protection from Fire. AoE 7, 25% cast time, 10 fire res. Level 8 we have Eternal Blaze. This is a 110 gem global enchantment that gives you 9d6 fire gems per month, as long as you have a province. Pretty nice one. F5 lets you cast Masterful Fire Warding, which is AoE 14, 15 fire resistance. And then if you have a level 6 Fire Mage for 6 gems, you can cast Conflagration, which is combustion on the entire battlefield, including, it looks like, friendlies. So that's a funny one. Were the other combustions on... Oh, they're all on friendlies, interesting. Well, no, they're just AoE. I guess it does the only hitting enemies, I guess, doesn't matter until it becomes a battlefield spell. Okay. So there's Alteration. Lots of burning. Evocation. Ooh, lots of evocations, okay. We got Falling Fires... No. We have Firefly. That'd be good if we got Falling Fires at level 0. Fireflies at level 0. 6 projectiles. Just 6 points of armor piercing damage. It's never going to do any damage. Blazing Fist. This is a really cool one. So you open a portal and punch someone in the head, but then also your hand is on fire. Really nice one. So Strength of the Caster gets added to the first one, and then it also does 16 points of armor piercing magical fire damage. Improved Fireflies, 6 projectiles, still pretty junk probably. Acid Rain, AoE 1 plus 1. Points of 8 plus 2, slightly better scaling, points of magical armor piercing acid damage that also does rust. So there we go. Level 3, Falling Flames, AoE 2 plus 1 per level, damage is 10 plus 2 per level, armor piercing fire damage. It's pretty nice, a little bit of an AoE. Nice at level 3. Flame Globs, AoE 2, range 40, 13 plus 2 fire damage, plus a little heat shock as well on AoE 2. Pretty nice. Acid Bolt, AoE 1 bolt spell that does acid damage and also rust. And then we have Barrage of Embers. I assume this is fires from afar, or some version of it anyway. 10 points of armor piercing damage. Number of effects 10. There we go. Improved Acid Rain, AoE 5, that's a really nice one. Does that require water? Yes. We'll never cast any of these, unfortunately. That's a big AoE. Only at level 4. And then Flame Cloud. Oh, speaking of big AoEs. AoE 8 plus 1 with a Lingering 3 effect. 8 plus 1 points of armor piercing magical fire damage. That's pretty nice. Improved Falling Flames, AoE 6 plus 1. Yeah, really nice. Lots of nice AoE spells in there. Quite early on, that's only level 4. Level 5 then we have Improved Barrage of Embers. Looks like it does more damage. And Advanced Falling Flames, range 55 plus 5, AoE 3 plus 1, damage 10 plus 2. More of the same. Pillar of Fire then at 6. That's a nice heat shock AoE, isn't it? So it's Precision 1, range 100, AoE 1, big armor piercing magic fire damage, but also has a 32 AoE fatigue damage. That is just armor negating. Yeah, like when you see something like this, it makes the what you call it, Stellar Cascades look kind of pathetic by comparison, right? Yeah, that's a lot of fatigue damage. I guess this is mitigated by fire resist though. Fires from afar then. 18 points of damage, doesn't scale though. still pretty big. 10 effects. I don't really understand when it's like, it says number of effects 10, but then the description says there are 15 bolts. What does that mean? Are there 10 bolts or 15 or what's... Not sure, but there it is. Level 7 then, if you have F2, D2, you can do Banefire. AoE2, massive armor-piercing magic damage with decay. Pretty good. And Acid Storm for Fire 5 casters, 3 gems. They shoot Acid Storm. Battlefield enchantment, so it's the same as the base game. Masterful Acid Rain, AoE 1 plus 1, 25% cast time. Acid Rain. We have Acid Bolts, this requires a gem, requires F4, W2, this should be big. It's very big. 16 AoE, 17 plus 2 points of armor-piercing acid damage that does rust. Nice one. A bit expensive. Well, then again, it's just hard to cast, I think, is the problem though. Yeah. Improved Flame Cloud, 1 fire gem gets you AoE 19 plus 1. Lingering Fire Cloud that does 10 plus 1 points of armor-piercing magic fire damage. Not bad. And then we have Second Sun, which is just Second Sun. 80 fire gems. Level 9 we have Improved Banefire. Looks pretty similar. Just much easier to cast probably. Not really, just one less death. Improved Acid Bolts, this requires 2 gems, AoE 22. Acid Bolts. We have Acid Rain, which requires Fire and Astral, so we could cast this one. If we really wanted to. But it does hit the entire battlefield. It does not avoid friendlies or anything, so it's 5 plus 1 points of armor-piercing acid damage, plus rust, plus paralysis. Strikes 50% of the battlefield. That's very substantial. Advanced Flame Cloud. Range 70 plus 10, AoE 18 plus 1. Damage is 9 plus 1, lingers for 3 turns, and does Entanglement. A Flame Cloud that does Entanglement is pretty good, because it'll lock you in it for 3 turns. Well, potentially. That's possible for us to cast one day. Some of our casters have fire in nature, or big mages. Improved Pillar of Fire. This has 46 plus 2 points of armor-piercing magical fire damage with a 74 AoE heat shock. That's a big one. How expensive is that? 1 gem. It's a nice one. And Flames from the Sky, which I guess is just Flames from the Sky. 15 plus 1 points of damage. Nice. There's Evocation. Destruction, no spells. Enchantment is Resist Fire. AoE 2, Fire Resist. Burning Will, AoE 1, Magic Resist. That's nice. We can do that. Flaming Arrows, AoE 1, Flaming Arrows. Heat of Summer, for the caster this is Heat Aura and Fire Resistance. Don't want to cast that. Improved Burning Will, AoE 1, Magic Resistance and Protection from Cold, and Cold Resist for the caster. Good stuff. Improved Heat of Summer. This looks like the same thing. Is it just easier to cast? Yeah, this is 200% cast time. This one's 100. Improved Flaming Arrows. AoE 8 Flaming Arrows. Not bad. And Protection from Fire. We have a national spell. It's an AoE 2, 10 fire resistance. Really useful. Fire Shield for the caster. Advanced Flaming Arrows. This is an AoE 22 Flaming Arrows. Pretty good. It does take a gem though. Warriors of Summer. So this is Heat Aura and Fire Resistance in AoE 6. That's probably a bit better. It was risky laying down Heat Auras on people though, when there's no guarantee that you're going to hit every single mage on a square or something. You just imagine it clips like one mage, and then all the mages around them start getting set on fire or something. So that was Warriors of Summer. Advanced Burning Will, AoE 16 Magic Resist, that's a nice one. And it requires F2 and a gem. It's a little mini anti-magic. Glittering Alchemy. Oh, this is an interesting one. So for 8 fire gems, the caster permanently produces 10 gold per turn. Multiple castings of this spell are not cumulative. So if you're just like churning out fire gems, you can cast this on every one of your mages and get 10 gold per mage. It's pretty funny. Masterful Flaming Arrows. AoE 22 Lingering for Flaming Arrows. Fire Warding, 15 fire rates for the caster, and Incendiary Whirl. Ooh, this is anti-magic, just it's in fire. Nice one. Level 5 we have Improved Fire Shield, 25% cast time, Fire Shield for the caster. Level 6 we have Barriers of Fire, which is Fire Shield in AoE 6 with a 50% cast time. Wrath of Flames is Wrath of Flames, I assume. And Heat from Hell is Heat from Hell, I assume. Good stuff. Improved Barriers of Fire is an AoE 17 Fire Shield, pretty good. Does require a gem though. Level 8 we have Perfected Protection from Fire. AoE 11, 10 fires. And then at level 9 we have Masterful Phoenix Power, which is Phoenix Power for the entire battlefield. It doesn't even require a gem, just requires an F3 mage, pretty nice. And then Warriors of Muspelheim. 10 Cauldras for every friendly on the battlefield. Nice. And then Thaumaturgy, let's see. Nothing at 0. 1 we've got Shackles of Fire, which is fire fetters thing. For one person, I assume. 2 we have Improved Shackles. Same thing looks like. What's the difference? Precision. So Improved has 5 precision. And Fever. AoE 7 Disease. Oh, that's unpleasant. Augury at level 3. Improved Fever at 4. AoE 13 Disease. Okay, looks like lots of disease in fire. Prison of Fire AoE 12. And Angry Mob, what's this going to be? Confusion? Heat makes enemies angry, the affected units may attack anything nearby, including friends. Yeah, that's I forget what it's called exactly. It's like Frenzy or something. It's like Berserk, but you also hit friendly sometimes. AoE 9, that's a pretty good one actually. Possibly. Focus upon Flames and Focusing Pyre, I guess, are communion spells? Yes. They only have a 25% cast time, so they might be better than the astral ones though. Although not all of our mages have fire, the little guys don't. And Raging Hearts is Raging Hearts, I guess. Improved Angry Mob. In combat, 2 gems, AoE 30 Frenzy. Advanced Fever at 7, which is cast time 31, AoE 13 Disease. Purgatory is Purgatory. 65 gems. We have more national communion spells. These are worse, it looks like. No. So, Communion Slave, 50% for the caster. 25% for the caster. Okay, so the slave version is just worse. But this one is AoE 7 for... yeah. So focusing by Communion Master in AoE 7. That's pretty interesting. And Advanced Angry Mob. AoE 30 Frenzy. And lastly, level 9, Dryness of the Desert. 3 gems. The entire battlefield is hit by desiccation. And Improved Prison of Fire. The entire battlefield, including friendlies, it looks like, is hit by Prison... what is this spell called? Is it just Prison of Fire? Yeah. Interesting, that's funny that it hits friendlies as well. Anything in blood? Nope. So that's it for the fire spells. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anything stood out? If you're impressed by anything. But that's it for me, that's it for this video, and I will see you when I see you.